Welcome here to my channel Bastelkiste. Glad you're here. Today I'd like to show you something again about solid fuel boilers, wood gasifiers and so on. And it's about the topic of return flow boost. So if we look here at this moment, I currently have a boiler temperature reading that is showing about 72 degrees, which is what we are observing right now. And well, my flow temperature for some reason actually isn't really getting up to speed as it should be. This happens quite suddenly, and in fact, there's a specific reason for it. So you can see it here, flow temperature 55, 56 degrees, and return the temperature, which is currently 40 degrees. Normally, the temperature does not rise quickly. Instead, it gradually and steadily increases over time. This slow buildup is typical, and as a result, I would definitely expect to reach a higher temperature, usually about 70 to 72 degrees after some time has passed. But it's not working anymore. And that's simply because there's a problem with the return flow boost. Well, I have the thermal return flow boost here, or the thermal return valve here is the Thermomix from Künzel. There's also Ladomat and so on and so forth. I'll link the spare part in my video description, then you can check it out. There are different switching temperatures. If you want to be 100% sure, then just remove this spare part. There's a number on it, and then you can also assign the right one or the right degree number in case you can't find a sticker anymore on your return flow boost. In my case, Künzel HV24, that's 63 degrees. From 63 degrees, the valve opens and then slowly mixes the return temperature together so that you also get a higher flow temperature afterwards. I'm going to carefully take the return valve or the Thermomix valve apart now, and then I'll show you the specific defective part. Well, I'm going to close all the gate valves here first. And here's the Thermomix valve. And here you see the cap. You have to unscrew it after all the gate valves are closed. And the boiler must of course be off. That's important. It must not be on, because otherwise it will suddenly overheat because all the gate valves are closed. So of course do it when it's cold. So I'll take the cap off now, and then we'll take a look at the inner workings. So my gate valve, it's a bit leaky, but it'll seal up again eventually. So then we take the cap out here. And there is exactly the part we're looking for, or what I need that we want to change. There's the part. Well, here is the component, the defective one. Yes, there's a fluid inside and it expands at a certain temperature, and at the front, this pin that you can see here is then pushed out, and the whole thing naturally works the other way around. Here, the rear section then presses on the slide and opens it up. That's how it works, or that's the principle. Yes, the interesting thing about the thermocouple is that you should change it every 7 years. Mine has lasted 17 years here until it finally broke. Well, let's say 16. It broke at the beginning of this season. And, well, you don't have to change it after 7 years, but it would be sensible to have one at home. It's actually relatively quick to change. What you should perhaps do every now and then is open and close the slides repeatedly and not let them stay in that position for years. Then you won't have the problem with the dripping, although I've opened it up again now and the dripping stopped immediately. It was only in that shut-off position. Well, not a big deal. In any case, the part lasted quite a long time. Now I've put a new part in, if that also lasts 17 years. But I don't think the boiler will last that long, or it will eventually be discarded due to critical exhaust gas values. Who knows what else there will be in the future. But whatever. So here I have the new part. I'm installing it now, and then everything should work again. Well, I've plugged the boiler back in now. Now you can see it, flow temperature over 80 degrees. Excellent, it's working again. The Thermomix valve is switching again. And now it's getting nice and cozy at our place again. Small part, big impact, you've seen it. So if you have a similar problem, well, then you know where to look. Well, I wish you much success. If you have any more questions, then write them in the comments. And if you leave a thumbs up or subscribe to me, I would of course be very happy. And then I'd say, I wish you a nice day. Take care until my next video. Bye.